We're back with a slew of C8 Z06 upgrades to discuss and the Stingray allocation we have. In today's video, we'll go over two new added accessory options, the pricing on some of these outrageous carbon fiber things that you can now get on your C8 Z06, information for the Stingray allocation cycle, which was made public, and the first flip for a C8 Z06. Let's talk about the lunacy that's going on there. So let's get into today's video and discuss the November 2023 Corvette Stingray limitations. The Z51 and the non-Z51 Stingray divide is continuing in this November order cycle. It ranges from 65 to 70% to 35 to 30%, similar to last month's figures. As a result, General Motors is limiting the number of Z51 and non-Z51 vehicles produced based on parts availability. If you have a Stingray order awaiting allocation, dealerships were informed today of their allocation quantity for this ordering cycle. We can see that the high-wing spoiler in carbon flash is still restricted, as are the forged aluminum black wheels, which I believe have been banned since last month. As a result, those are no longer available. On the plus side, edge red brake calipers are now available in both the configurator tool and for dealers to place orders with those options. Thanks to John and the mid-engine Corvette community for making this information public. We can see a relatively lovely breakdown of the Z51 and non-Z51 quantity. Therefore, 151 Z51 performance package cars and 124 non-Z51 cars can be ordered during this ordering cycle. You can also see that the carbon flash high wing and the forged wheels have a value of 0, implying that those are parts that are not accessible owing to supplier restrictions that General Motors is experiencing. One difference is that magnetic ride control can now be purchased with non-Z51 performance cars, a significant improvement from last month's non-Z51s, which were restricted with magnetic ride control. So things are moving, and General Motors is stepping up the pace. Based on this information, they are doing their best to provide as many automobiles as they can while navigating the challenges of today's environment. According to research and information, if you are on an order or waiting list for a C8 Stingray with a good dealership, the turnaround time appears to be 4 to 5 months from the time you place the order to the time you get an allocation for your car, which is a significant improvement over the 1 to 2 year wait times that those numbers were sitting at just 6 to 7 months ago. For the C8 Z06, we can now buy a visible carbon fiber spoiler. Who would be insane enough to order one at a huge price of $5,795 and an installation price of almost $6,000? For anything like this is quite honestly ludicrous. This is an aggressive-looking spoiler, superior to the low-profile carbon flash spoiler, but I'm not sure who will pay $6,000 for this spoiler. Nonetheless, it is now a viable choice. A better alternative is to submit your C8 Z06 purchase with the red engine manifolds for the C8 Z06. We've seen renders of these edge red in some prototype cars, but we needed to find out if it was an orderable option when General Motors made it available for a relatively low price of $595. It's only available for the coupe because the convertible wouldn't be able to see the engine manifold. But it's excellent that General Motors is doing this because it's also been a hot topic on the forums. Whether this will eventually be an orderable option because, quite frankly, the engine manifold carbon fiber cover being unconstrained leaves a beautiful powertrain and engine undressed in the stock market. Allowing it to be painted in red, I think, really sets it off and makes it look exotic. So it's nice to see General Motors respond to consumer demand and make this choice available. As you can see from this Facebook post, someone working out at a Chevrolet dealership could not only order a C8 Z06 but also sell it for more than $100,000 over MSRP. The most frustrating aspect is that this is a retail unit. As a result, this is not a customer-sold unit. Nevertheless, the dealer could order this car based on the dealer stock allocation they received as a retail order. Now, thank you for reaching this point. Make sure to finish this video to know more. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe if you're new to this channel, and like, comment, share, and hit the notification bell for more upcoming videos like this. The chairman of General Motors North America makes somewhat unsubstantiated and false warnings that dealerships that do this kind of thing will have their allocations withdrawn and transferred. So, with dealerships having thousands of client waitlists and pushing out years, how can dealers put in a retail order and get an allocation with a 3,000 status to flip for $100,000? This allocation could easily have been given to a client waiting for their C8 Z06 to be picked. And I realize it seems like a complaint. However, even more, consumers who have stayed longer for the C8 Z06 should be prioritized over dealers being allowed to place retail orders. And my position is straightforward. If this was a $250,000 car, it should have been priced accordingly. And if anyone deserves to be compensated, it should be the General Motors engineers on the Corvette team for creating such a superb vehicle. The extra $100,000 should not go to the dealerships because, to be honest, I don't think the dealerships are doing much work to move the Z06s. They're selling themselves because they're in high demand. It's the most straightforward job and car to sell for any dealership. So, it isn't fair that this system allows them to take advantage of everyone with their price gouging. If GM announced that the car would cost $250,000, by all means, buy it and give the money to the folks who built it. However, since that is not where this money is going, the engineers and Corvette team are comfortable with this pricing, and GM is attempting to clamp down on it on the consumer side. It is only fair that General Motors demonstrate some intent and action that they are targeting this on the dealer side. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more upcoming videos like this. Before you leave, did you know that Toyota launching a $25,000 PHEV Ford Maverick competitor? To learn more, make sure to click and watch this video here. See you there!